So when I heard that they were yet again attempting to reboot the Planet of the Apes franchise um, after Tim Burton's semi failed attempt, that they had a new one planned for 2009, I have to be perfectly honest that I did not have a lot of faith whatsoever. I thought that this franchise had pretty well exhausted itself, and I wasn't expecting a whole lot. And it was just one of the biggest surprises when they released Rise for the Planet of the Apes in 2009. Um, what an exceptional film that stood on its own 2 feet. Um, it was just incredible, and mostly because of the work of Andy Serkis, the famous CGI motion capture actor, who played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and who the Academy Awards continually ignore because they say that he's giving an animated performance, and they're so wrong, absolutely, completely wrong. He's giving a full performance, physically and everything else, and all they're doing is covering his performance up with a layer of CGI, and he deserves to be acknowledged right there in the best acting, supporting acting category wherever he fits. Um, his work has been that exceptional, and in my opinion, he should have won at least one Oscar by now. Um, so Rise of the Planet of the Apes came out in 2009, and then I said, I still can't say that the sequel is going to be a slam dunk. I have to wait and see with this. It's still a franchise that's run out of mileage, seemingly, and they followed it up with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and again, it was just exceptional work. And now here it is, 2017, and War for the Planet of the Apes, the completion of the trilogy, is the best of the three films. It is so profound, so powerful. These ape characters have so much humanity. Funny thing to say when they're not humans, but yeah, you walk out of the movie hating humans and loving apes, and I don't know how much that was the actual objective of the film, but if that's what they were trying to do, it achieves that on a level. I believe that this new Planet of the Apes trilogy is the best realized trilogy, storytelling wise, from start to finish, with a very clear story objective. I think it's the best example since the original Star Wars trilogy, to be completely honest. And I'm comparing it to a trilogy that had a mostly original idea, not say Lord of the Rings, another exceptional trilogy, but that was based very closely on someone else's work. Um, I'm saying in the area of original, mostly original ideas. That Planet of the Apes, this trilogy, I think is the best since Star Wars for telling its story. Um, and this film is just so exceptional. And Woody Harrelson, when does he ever misstep? He's great every time. Every time I see him in any movie, and here he is. He does such a great job in this film, and I think I know where they're heading next. Even though this is the end of this particular trilogy about Caesar the ape, played by Andy Serkis, I don't think it'll be the last film within the ape mythology, and shouldn't be at all. I think that they really squandered an opportunity with the original classic films. You know, the 1968 Charlton Heston film was such a great movie, but then after that, they really threw it away. There was so much that they could have done, and those films got worse as they went. And that's not an uncommon knowledge fact. So I think there's a lot of potential to correct that with more Planet of the Apes. I have an idea of exactly where they're heading next. But even if they don't, I mean, this is just a masterwork, this trilogy. And War for the Planet of the Apes is the best film of the trilogy. I give War for the Planet of the Apes 4 stars out of 4.